In this video, we are going to be exploring integers. Now, integers are positive or negative whole numbers. Positive or negative whole numbers. And we often use some manipulatives to model integers. And the manipulatives that we're going to use are the first one, integer chips, which look like this, and everybody's received a little baggie of these. And each side represents either a positive number or then a negative number. So the negative numbers are the red side, and then the positive numbers are the yellow side. And because of this, I would like you to use red and yellow on these guided notes. So if you don't already have those colors, please pause the video here and take them out. Okay, so the other manipulative that we are going to use when we're working with integers is a number line. So my number line looks like this, and you can see that it starts at 0. And then we have our positive numbers on this side going up, increasing. And then we have our negative numbers going down this way. And you can see that they are, as they go further down the number line, the digits increase. So -1, -2, -3, and so on. And we can use the little arrow to show where we're at in our number line. Now your number line looks a little bit different. Yours is like this, and you can see that the odd numbers are in red and then the even numbers are in blue. Not my fave, but it's what we have. Okay, so positive numbers. Positive numbers are any number greater than 0. So if we were to want to model a +4 using our integer chips, we just would take out 1, 2, 3, 4 chips, and we would lay them out on the positive side. Now, when we're then recording those integers, we might just draw 1, 2, 3, 4 little circles using our yellow. If you don't have a yellow, green also works. And then I can put in a little plus sign for positive. So here this represents a +4 or a regular number 4. We also can show that on a number line like this. So there we are, a 4, +4. So over here, any number greater than 0. So I'm going to put here on this number line anything that's over this way, but not including the 0, because 0 is neither positive nor negative. All right, so negative numbers, we can model these also using integer chips. For example, if we want to model a -3, I would take out 1, 2, 3 integer chips, and I would make sure the red side is up, 1, 2, and 3. So this represents a -3. And if I were to write that down or want to record this, I would then just draw 3 little circles, 1, 2, 3 with my red, and I might be a little extra and then put the negative sign inside there. So a negative number is any number less than 0, and I can show that on a number line like this. So anything on this side is going to be a negative number. There we go. All right, the last idea that I want to introduce in this video is the idea of absolute value. So the absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line, and it is always positive. Okay, so there's a little symbol that we use when we're talking about absolute value. So if I were to want to find, let's say, the absolute value of -3, these 2 vertical lines indicate absolute value. So this is saying, what is the absolute value of -3? Or how far is -3 from 0 on my number line? So I'm going to find -3 on my number line. So it's right here. I'm going to think, how far is it from 0? So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. It is 3 units from 0 on my number line. So the absolute value of -3 is 3. Now, what if I were to want to find the absolute value of positive 3. I would find positive 3 on my number line, and then I would count how many units it is from 0. 1, 2, 3. So positive 3 is also 3 units from 0. So the absolute value of positive 3 is 3. So you can see that whether the number is originally a negative number or a positive number, when you're referring to the absolute value, that number is always then going to be positive, meaning the distance from 0. So it doesn't matter if it's on this side or if it's on that side. If it's the distance from 0, it's always going to be positive. Okay, so those are the different ways that we can model integers. So we can use integer chips, we can use number lines for positive and negative numbers, and sometimes we might, when we're working with integers, need to think about the absolute value of those integers.